Recording again. Well, all right, now it's recording.
Okay.
Oh my god. Anyway, I gotta go through and find the stuff where Scott DaCosta talks about the stuff with Leslie and how pissed off she was. And I gotta find the recordings with Tara Smith, because she admits that she was called and came down in 2018 about the situation. The problem is that one of the officers I was trying to turn in, Jared Hahn, was there, so that made it. Oh my god. And in the recording, she says she doesn't remember anything about it. There's no paperwork about it. Just they never at any point in time took the situation seriously. There's also a lot of people that I got recordings of the situation with that I don't put on YouTube just because I don't want those people targeted.
Is there a reason why these ones are separate from those ones?
When I was in prison, I basically had to just stuff everything the day that I left.
Well,
A lot of people did stuff that is illegal, and luckily I recorded it all, but they're able to prevent everything from being in court by pretending I'm schizophrenic. Scott Costa, in order to try to alleviate the sins and crimes that he's literally committed for the last 4 years, he outright lied, kept on calling places. Basically, he did everything he could to prevent me from turning him in. That's what me and Meg were working on. We needed to get the developmental disability paperwork done. That's the thing that Aunt B, we were waiting on the paperwork to show up to her house. And I went over there with my friend Desiree that I rescued from a trap house in Cheyenne twice. Desiree stole all my stuff for it. That was pleasant. But she came over and I introduced her to Aunt B. And
here's some stuff for Natalie.
yeah,
Okay.
there's a picture Natalie drew for me in here too. I also got a lot of evidence that shows while she was pretending like I was stalking her, we were friends, and her sister invited me to do that stuff, you know? All right, I better help you because I'm going to make a file called Meg.
Okay.
Anything that says Nebraska Autism Society will go in that.
Okay.
I'll give you a stack of stuff that I need the pictures of, and you can send them to my email.
This is Judge Ronald on it.
Judge who?
Ronald. I didn't know if that was important or not.
Lincoln Journal Star. Oh, that's because I was trying to hopefully get a hold of somebody who cared. Judge Brandon Rowland is his name.
Oh, okay. I was saying.
Yeah, they were able to manipulate the courts. Now, either Judge Brandon Rowland is a complete and total friggin' moron who got manipulated like a motherfucker, or he's just an asshole. And given the fact that he illegally prevented me from speaking in court, and obviously gave me a public pretender who he knew wasn't going to do shit. Of course, it's Western Nebraska, you know. God, you know, if my family would have given a shit. I tried explaining at grandma's funeral, everybody wanted to blow me off. Mom wanted to bitch about having no.
I kept getting blocked, so.
That is, you know what? You're right. You're right. And then Mom didn't want to go talk to Eric at the railroad tracks, so she sent me. Like, why does it always come down to me? I am the least favorite
Person
of
that
every
he
one of
ever
them.
wants to talk to is you.
Eric, shit, I was his favorite sibling until Natalie died. He told me that often. He said, you know, you're really the only one I like. He said, I love Tara and I love Michael, but Michael's a fucking idiot. And you like your husband?
Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, when he started doing meth, he's like, oh, I can't get addicted to any drugs. I do them on rotation. Yeah, it worked out well, Rabbit.
Right.
Oh. A lot of people, they say stuff that they either don't mean or they're too afraid
Alright,
to
here
say.
we go.
So,
There
like,
you.
reporting a lot of people just ain't a happening thing.
Got one thing that has some Clearview on it. Natalie. Whole bunch of other things on it.
Ah, yes, that was when I was in Clearview.
Oh,
I
hey,
was
it
literally,
even has, look at this one, that has all kinds of different ones on it.
yes,
It's a
ma'am.
mixture.
You're gonna love the list that I made in Arapahoe County Jail. It's got hundreds of witnesses that were involved, as well as many of the people who assaulted me. You have no rights when you're in jail. They don't care if you're guilty or not. The guards treat you like shit.
You're in there, that's.
You're in there, you must be guilty. It's just assumed. The guards will pick on you and laugh at you and make fun of you. And if you have meltdowns, they abuse the living shit out of you and laugh at you. The worst one was an officer named Macrae. Now, one of the things people don't know is like, all right, there was a guy in there, and the whole time I was in there, he was bragging about how he got some idiot to go murder somebody, and that's why he was in there. So he wanted a picture drawn, and this is before he was bragging about that, obviously. He wanted a picture drawn, and he was going to pay me 2 ramen noodles to draw this picture. Well, I drew the picture, but he didn't want to pay for it, so he paid another guy about 3 times my size 1 ramen noodle to beat me up. Oh my God. They kept on preventing me from having the legal materials that I needed in there. They kept on instigating situations, and oh my God, this is so painful. And of course, they served me papers while I was in jail in Scotts Bluff. And then they transferred me to the prison in Lincoln. Oh my God, dude, like, they need to have audio recording devices in there, because when there's somebody who's being assaulted and threatened and injured by the guards, you try to get their superior there and you say, hey, I need you guys to record this. I need to have audio recording devices at my cell. This stuff is not okay. Of course, when you go to their superiors, they love doing shit to you for trying to tell on their guards, like assaulting the shit out of you as a team, or tasering you, or spraying you in the face with mace. Like, Jesus, man, you guys are violent as fuck. You just need to knock this shit off. I'm not even here for felonies. I'm charged with misdemeanors. A lot of people don't know that. Like, it's against the law for them to do this, but in Nebraska, they make special exceptions. I also have some police reports that were written by other people in the jail about the abuse that they observed and also the abuse that they went through. I mean, there is just so much here. The problem is, no matter what, they pretend I'm schizophrenic. I must be schizophrenic. It's standard procedure when cops mess up.
Okay, where do you want me to put this one under?
Here's one of the lists of names. We'll just,
Cause this one's a whole letter type thing. It's got Natalie and it would be like Natalie and Meg and they're like a mixture. So
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what you would want to put it under.
oh my God.
So I'm like, I'm not sure what you would want me to put it under.
I hurt so bad I might puke. There's just a list of the witnesses to my Idaho County Jail.
So geez.
Oh. I've organized this and reorganized this, but every time I gotta move, I gotta pack everything up and move again, and it becomes a little bit more disorganized.
That sucks.
Yeah. A lot of people were gonna help me, but then instead of actually helping me, they were like, "Oh well, if you do this, if you do that," and I do what they want. They didn't help me. They just took my money. When I was at Tabitha's, fuck, I spent so much money on weed there. I didn't even friggin' smoke it.
All right. So what do you want these lists to go at?
Let's see.
Oh, not those. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna move these over here. They kept on. I was writing down the names of the officers that I knew and writing down what they were doing, and so they kept on doing everything they could to instigate me and separate me from literally everything. That's why they need to have cameras with audio in there. But the thing is, that's a liability, because if one of their officers does something wrong, they can't pretend it's all fine and dandy. I mean, it's on. And I'm seeing people on the internet, they're getting millions and millions and millions of dollars. I'm like, oh my God, the cops did that stuff to me almost daily.
Okay,
Or the prison guards did that stuff to me almost daily. How are these people getting millions of dollars and I'm spending all of my disability money that's supposed to be going to taking care of myself on? And they got this running joke when you try to turn them in. They're like, "Oh, well, you can get an attorney when you get out." Like, you can't turn in their crimes to them, obviously. They're going to cover for their friends. Now, there was a couple of them that I'm not sure if you know. Riley's got an old neighbor. Her name is, her last name is Lauderdale.
I'm not sure if that.
Well, she was one of the guards from the Scottsbluff jail. She might be willing to come forward. Not based on Riley, but based on the fact that she was there for multiple situations where I was abused. She doesn't want to lose her job. That was her reasoning for not coming forward. But, well, while we were in there, but she did apologize for trying to break my fingers. She told me, you know what, I was having a bad day. I shouldn't have taken that out on you. She even bought me a couple of books to read.
Well, here's a page that would go in Meg.
All right.
And when you just take it out, because the rest of this is just plain paper. There's nothing in it. And it would save on your stacks.
Yes, ma'am, that'll work.
And then what about this one?
I don't know. There's a lot here, Tara. Like,
well, I know. That's why I'm asking, because
they kept on saying, all right, well, we're not going to give you the police stuff. You can just write it on a regular piece of paper. And I'd spend days writing it out, and then I'd go to turn it in, and they'd say, oh, well, it has to be on our official parchment. they refuse to give me their official parchment, and they tell me it's no good because it's not on their official parchment. It wasn't just in the jail that happened. I've got police officers on the outs recorded saying that. Where if I bring it in, they say, oh, well, it doesn't have to be on our parchment. You can just write it out and we'll take it. And then I take it in and they're like, oh, we can't take it. You have to write it on one of these. At least I got those things. There's also a lot of stuff that I tried to turn in. I wasn't able to make photocopies before I was able to turn in my stuff.
Mhm.
Oh my God. I suppose now I sent the stuff about Amy and Andrew Witcher. I sent that to Marcia Estrada. Hopefully she'll turn it in. I mean, there's no statute of limitations on murder. There's no statute of limitations on child molesters. So, thank goodness. God, what a fucking mess. They were supposed to help me, But the other thing is, there's a lady who's a witness to that situation. She's all the way in California, but she called me several times while I was there. She's like, "You're so good with kids." Like, well, yeah, duh. But several people that I stayed with, the cops harassed him and wanted to threaten him with CPS and stuff like that and say, oh, he's dangerous, he's dangerous. Like, fuck.
You're dangerous. I'll give you dangerous. You really want dangerous.
Oh, please don't say that, Tara. They'll pretend it's a threat. They don't know how good.
You're not dangerous.
They don't know how good a shot I am. Mom does, Dad does, Eric does. The rest of these guys have no clue.
You are no threat. You want a threat? Go across seas and deal with those people.
Oh God, we got enough here.
Oh,
Cops
okay,
are killing
fair
us in
enough.
record numbers.
But still.
I was surprised to find out Mom had a gun. Like she's anti-gun.
With all, I know, right? With all. Oh my God. But
I
then
got a
again, I
grand
haven't
total of
talked to
BB
her
guns.
in a year and going on a year.
The other thing is I don't take my BB guns out and play with them or shoot with them or anything like that because I don't want them pretending that I've got a real firearm. I better move the mouse. Oh, fuck.
So are we looking through the housing stuff for Aunt B stuff too, or just?
Well, most of the stuff with Aunt B's name on it is going to be in the letters over there.
And the letter stuff over there? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then the Clearview stuff is going to be where? Mostly? Here?
I am not sure. Actually, that thing on the top there, I made that while I was in jail. I made that in Arapahoe County Jail.
All right.
Well,
I'm just trying to get an idea of where certain things we're looking for to be for what you're needing pictures of.
It is all scattered throughout.
So the housing stuff, I really don't need to be looking through really then for what we're needing for.
No, because the stuff that we need from housing, they refused to give me. They made every excuse not to. It was I needed that stuff for court.
Okay, well, I'm just kind of, kind of stacking it a little more nicer, so to speak.
They're real fond of giving you lists of places that you can go to.
And then you call every single one and you can't do a dang thing. Yeah, exactly. I know. I've been there.
Or just like recently. In Cheyenne,
But then you go on a waiting list and wait almost a year so far that I've been. Yep.
Well, I was living out of my car in Cheyenne, and while I was living there, the cops just kept coming up and harassing me, and I'm going to the services there. I'm trying to get help there. But like the cops just literally, oh my God, like when you're homeless, they don't leave you alone. You need to move on. You need to move on. You need to move on. And then when you go to a lot of these places for help, they just say it differently. Would you ever think of moving? Like, how many times have I moved since Natalie died? A fucking shit ton. I mean, I've been to California, I've been to Washington State, I've been to Virginia, I've been to Tennessee, California, I've been to Wyoming. Did you know Rihanna died?
Vienna.
Ingersoll? Nikki and Ray Ray?
Sounds familiar, but I'm like
You remember Regina Cowden?
Well,
She used to give you a ride to school every day?
yeah.
Yeah, her daughters.
Okay. Like this isn't housing, this is disability stuff.
Yep. This is Irma County. I do need the disability stuff, so I'll make a file folder for that.
Okay. Because
They kept on, every time I tried to turn in an officer, they'd either trump up charges or they would send me to a nuthatch. Literally the officers I'm trying to turn in, and I tell them these are the officers that I'm trying to turn in. And who do they assign to the case? Literally the officer I was trying to turn in. It was friggin', that's everywhere they did that. And I've got evidence of it everywhere. Now, in order to keep all of this stuff out of court, they got to keep on pushing he's a mentally ill retard, basically. He's too stupid to know what's going on. He's hallucinating shit and so on and so forth. He hears things that aren't there. You know, I got easily a dozen recordings of, well, a dozen different people that I recorded that have known me for a long time. They're like, dude, you are the furthest thing from fucking
okay, that's housing.
Schizophrenic.
Okay. Those are two different. I wanted you to double check them.
All right. Department of Social and Health Services. This is from Tacoma, Washington.
Well, yeah, but it's still under disability.
Yeah, well, close enough. Yep.
Yep.
Oh God, my Trish is fucking with me so bad. At least Eric's not here going.
Oh, it's.
Some of the disability stuff has Aunt B's name on it, so if it does, put it in the Aunt B pile.
I wonder somebody's.
And that right there is Aunt B's P.O. box number, so I guess this one would fall under that as well.
Probably just Jacob taking out trash.
Oh, I had a lot of people that, you know, said that they would help. There's a lady named Stephanie Mejia. She came down and she was actually a lot of help. But the thing is, that was the first time that she came down. And then she ended up leaving and I had to spend all my money. You know, she wanted to come back. The problem is that the friend that we were supposed to go see in Colorado who was going to help us, they ended up doing the naughty. And then when she came back, all she wanted to do was experience the fact that, you know, hallucinogenic mushrooms were legal in Denver and alcohol and pot. And she just, and of course, you know, basically what she had done is use my money to go on vacation to cheat on her husband. Then she gave him my number. She didn't have my permission to give him my number, but she did it anyway. If she'd asked, I'd have been fine with it. But he also called me like 38 times in one day. And I recorded conversations with him too there. Those aren't on the internet because that stuff, you know, there was one conversation that I had with him that's on there. The other conversations that I had with him, oh my God. No, that's not going up. I'm not posting that.
There are just certain things people think what I posted up is bad. Not even close. Not by comparison with the stuff that I didn't.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody's up downstairs.
Yeah. I do my best not to disturb his life as much as I can, and he's got his own life and his own job and stuff, so he doesn't give me any issues or problems. We've literally never had an argument. He's the second best roommate I ever had. Well, I guess actually he doesn't play head games with me, so he's a better roommate than Jamie was. I'm trying to find little odds and ends that need to be put into a pile as well.
I found a paper yesterday.
Everybody's ideas made this 100 times more complicated than it needed to be. I needed to be in one location in a safe environment with someone who's going to sit and actually help me. But here's the thing, Miss Peaches was going to help me.
Do you want to put your disability and insurance one under the same thing? Because disability and insurance, like your Heritage Health, under the same thing, or do you want to put those separate?
I'll put that in here. Oh, that says Brenda Dickinson on it too.
Well, here, then put that with it, because that's the top page then.
Yeah. Everybody just headed for the hills when this happened. I look at it like this. Let's say you're walking by your mate's room and you see him doing something with a kid that is obviously illegal, and you don't turn it in. Every single time that he does that after that is your fault.
Okay. Okay, you can shut up now.
Okay.
Sorry, not you. I was talking to the cameras. All right. Oh, some more of those letters that I gave you already.
You know what the most messed up part is?
What's that?
I was trying to find Amy a safe place before turning Andrew in, but I was letting another lady know about it, and she's like, "Well, I already called it in." I'm like, "She needed a safe place before we were able to do that. Otherwise, you got no idea what kind of a situation you're putting her in." And of course, when Amy found out, she was all sorts of pissed at me. She's like, "I can't believe you did that." Like, how? You tell me that your husband is molesting your daughter. I have to. It's against the law for me not to. I'm not the one that was turning it in. I'm giving you a heads up about it because I know that you don't have a safe place, and I got a hold of this lady to try to get you a safe place. She didn't care. She just wanted to hate me for it. Then somebody called Andrew in on a suicide thing. I'm in Cheyenne. I'm having to deal with a bunch of friggin' asshole cops there, and she gets a hold of me. She's like, "Well, I can't believe you turned in Andrew for suicide, whatever." I'm like, first I've heard of it. As soon as that stuff happened where, I found out that she was, you'll have to read it too. I mean,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, so here's another one of those letters. I wasn't sure where you wanted me to.
Yeah, I made about 20 copies of those
Okay.
to try to send out while I was in prison, and then they kicked me out of prison.
The reason why you wanted to keep a pump and cancer receipt and this.
Yeah, this is, I had to bail myself out of jail. Thank goodness I was
Okay,
able to
Dave.
that one time.
Okay, where's the, this is a United Healthcare Community Plan, where's that?
Oh God, did I set that?
Did you put it over there? Cause I know you filled one out,
I
you
might
didn't hand it
have.
to me, cause I have the disability one. Or, did you put it over there?
I might have. Lisette Brown was supposed to help me out when I was in, it's gonna be one of these.
Might be right there on top. Yep, right there.
I'll just hand you the file.
Okay. Oop. Zena, you need to go out. Yep, right here on top. Okay. I think she needs to go out, and I don't know if the dog's downstairs or not, or is he outside?
He's definitely outside.
Okay. Oh. Oh, that's your, oh, this has got a mixture of,
Yeah, I stuffed all of the envelopes in there. That way I could just get the pile out of the way and make it easier to go through.
oh, okay, cause yeah, it's got a bunch of bank and housing stuff in it, so. So, oh yeah, here, this has got a bunch of those notes in it, so you can put the other notes in it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so
I gotta go
here's,
move my mouse so my computer doesn't shut down.
yeah, we want to pause that so I can take my dog out.
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, here's the disability on that one,
Oh, crap.
and
Do you
here's
think this
the,
is a lot? You should see what I got on the computer. Oh.
so that's from that, put that back there. Okay,
I even broke my bow down so that they couldn't pretend anything stupid if they saw it in my videos. Well, he's threatening people with a bow.
security and registration, that one there. This one is,
All right, I'm gonna pause it now.
okay.